Are you required to dislike someone just because your friend does? And is that loyalty proven based on shared opposition? These are two important questions that comes up when we talk about inheriting your friend's enemies. Is it loyalty or is it lack of boundaries? Hi guys, welcome to another episode on Let's Talk About It. I am your host Karen. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're old here, it simply means you enjoyed the last few episodes that we've put. And because of that, I want to say thank you and I welcome you here. So today we're actually talking about inheriting your friend's enemies. See, I'm a strong believer of there are situations whereby I don't think you should actually inherit your friend's enemy because it basically means you're actually trying to burn bridges. Now, why do people do it? If you ask me, because there are people who inherit their friends enemies without even them asking questions or wondering why it happened or why that is being done. Now, humans are wired for tribes. If someone hurts my person, it feels like they hurt me. To be frank, if somebody did something to my friend and my friend comes to tell me about it, it feels like as if it's me they did it to. Let's all be honest. Except that person isn't your friend. Another one is social pressure. You don't want your loyalty to be questioned with this your friend. So if your friend say, let's not talk to this person, or we are fighting with this person, meanwhile you don't even know the jack of the reason why you guys are fighting, because you do not want your loyalty to be questioned with this your friend, you decide to go with the flow. Hell. Another one is emotional contagion. When your friend vents, you absorb their anger and you adopt it. Oh, this person pissed my friend off, my friend is angry with this person, so automatically we're angry with. I used to be like that. I will not know anything because of the reaction of my friend. I automatically take that reaction and it becomes mine. Meanwhile, I have not heard the both sides. I only heard the part of my friend. And sometimes, regardless of who your friend is, your friend might actually be exaggerating, except that person is not your friend. I believe that if you are friend with somebody, or if you're friends with somebody, you know what that person is capable of doing. Is this person full of lies? Is this person does this person exaggerate things a whole lot, or is this person just being cool? And this other person pissed my friend off, knowing fully well that my friend is just a cool person. It depends on the characteristics and it depends on who your friend is. If you do not know your friend, then I'm sorry, that person is not your friend. Another one is fear of betrayal optics. You worry being neutral will look like as if you're actually on the other side, like you're supporting or you're choosing the other party. What if, and mind you, you if this situation happens between two friends, and maybe you're the third friend and two of your friends are fighting and you are choosing not to pick side, you want to be neutral. You already know they are okay. Somebody is wrong, somebody is right, but you don't want to actually acknowledge the person who is wrong. You just want to stay neutral in the whole situation. One party will start to think that you are supporting friend A. Meanwhile, friend B will be there thinking that you're supporting friend A. It dey happen. So if your friends are fighting, you don't want to get involved, but automatically they rope you in because you're not saying anything. The fact that you're not saying anything means you're choosing friend B. Friend A will be thinking you're choosing friend B. Friend B will be thinking you're choosing friend A. Because you must pick a side. You can't be neutral. They're friends like that. They're friends like that. And it's so terrible because that one, emotional blackmail, will not enter inside. The both friends will not be blackmailing you. So you will see, and it can be draining. It can be draining because you don't want to say the truth. You don't want to speak on the truth or you don't want to stand on business. And because you don't want to do that, you are trying to please the both of them. Meanwhile, it cannot happen. You have to stand on business, and if friend A is the one that is at fault, you tell friend A you get fault. If friend B is at fault, you tell friend B now you get fault. Now you do this thing, now you do that. That's what it means to actually be a friend. Calling out your friend when they do something that is actually not right. That's true friendship. That's true friend. Except you guys are just friends that you tell each other things that want the and you people want each other to be hearing. Then that's not friendship. People are just deceiving yourself. Now, when is inheriting your friend's enemy? When do you think is actually healthy? See, there are moments when inheriting an enemy makes sense. Let's be honest. There are actually moments when it does. If my friend, if for example, if I have a male friend that is dating a female friend of mine and they break up, and I find out that that male friend or the female friend, because this thing is not gender, one of each can actually be abusive and the other can be dangerous. See, one person, either male or female, is not gender specific. A female can actually be abusive and dangerous. Let's be honest. If I find out either one of them was actually abusive or dangerous to the other friend of mine, I will I will cut you off. You've become my enemy entirely. If your friend was genuine, if I found out that my friend was genuinely harmed, I will not be your friend again. Because if you can do that to my friend, what is the guarantee you can do that to me? We can't be friends. I'm sorry. Or if maintaining contact with would violate your friend's safety or dignity, I'll take that again. If maintaining contact with would I'll take that again. If maintaining contact would violate your friend's safety or dignity, then it's best you inherit that person as an enemy. Cut the person off. Cut the person off. In serious cases like harassment, manipulation, abuse, neutrality becomes complacent. Like, it doesn't work that way. You have to pick a side. Neutrality is not what we need in situations like this. You don't sit on the fence in situation like this. Now, when it becomes toxic, is when that friend expects me. I don't know the full story of, I don't know the full gist. Oh, you now expect me to pick your side. I've not heard the full gist. I don't know what's going on. But because of you say we are talking to this, we're not talking to this person, we automatically are not talking to that person. It won't work with me. Another one is if the conflict is rooted in ego, jealousy, or miscommunication. It's toxic. There was a miscommunication between the both of you, hence people are having issues, or hence that's why you guys had a fallout. You now want me to have the same to now have a fallout with this said person. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. Me, maybe 5 years ago, would have actually acted based on all these things and not cared, because because that's what loyalty looks like. But is that actually what loyalty looks like? That's the question you're supposed to ask. If you're cutting off valuable connection just to prove loyalty, is that what loyalty looks like? What the hell is loyalty? Now that's the question that comes to mind. Because why do I have to cut this person off because you said so to prove my loyalty to you? What then is your definition of loyalty? You have to ask that question, because it starts to look very funny. Your friend, or this your friend, now expect a blind allegiance. You're swearing allegiance to this person. It all boils down to you not even knowing the genesis of the matter. Because this person said I shouldn't talk to this person, I'm not talking to this person. That's foolishness, if you ask me. That's not loyalty, that's control. Your friend is just trying to control you, if you ask me. And guy, mind you, control doesn't even start in relationship. You can also have controlling friends. They control the people you talk to. If Jennifer isn't talking to Sandra, you shouldn't be talking to Sandra. It really doesn't matter what went wrong or what went down. And most of the time, you see, it might even happen that Sandra doesn't even like the way Jennifer is acting, or Jennifer is trying to control who she is. Sandra just wants to have a say in plenty things, and Jennifer found that very offensive, and so Jennifer said, I'm not talking to you, so she expects you not to talk to Sandra. That's not it. Many a times that's what usually happens. I'm not saying that other things don't happen, but I'm just saying that sometimes things like this also happen. Now we are going to talk about loyalty versus dependency. Let's ask this question. Is real loyalty supporting your friend emotionally, or is it performing hostility towards others? What's loyalty to you? What's loyalty to you? Now you can say, I can support you without hating them. That's emotional maturity if you ask me. I support you 100%, my darling, but I don't necessarily have to hate them because, and frankly speaking, hate is a strong word. Hate is a strong one. It's, you are not expected to, even the Bible also says that if you hate somebody, it simply means you're a child of the devil, and you are not worthy enough for me to start hating you so that I will lose my position or my spot in eternal life, or for me to lose eternal life because of hate. Hate is an emotion, and it's something that the devil leverages on. So it's not even advisable for you to even hate anybody, because the devil will leverage on it against you. And at the end of the day, you're not doing yourself any good by hating somebody. You are doing yourself more harm than good, because forget physical, eternally you are losing your spot. It's a huge deal hating somebody. I support you wholeheartedly, my darling, but it will not bring me to the extent of me hating them because you hate them. I wouldn't even advise you to hate them. Dislike them, cut them off, keep them at bay. That's good for you to protect your own peace and sanity. I'm 100 for that. But anything outside of that, count me out, my darling. I wouldn't even support you to hate them, because of what kind of a friend will I be if I continue to condone your excesses and your bad character? And why shouldn't I call you out? Why am I now your friend? And I expect the same thing from my friends too. To call me out on my bullshit. I'm sorry I'm saying that on air. But I'm just saying, to call me out on my wrongdoings. If I'm wrong, I expect my friend to tell me I am wrong. Rather than inheriting the enemy with inheriting somebody that I had a fallout with. Meanwhile, you don't even know the genesis of it all. More, sometimes it's even advisable for you even to be neutral. I don't want to involve myself in it. I'm going to talk to this person when needs be, and I'm going to talk to you if you have a problem with it. I'm sorry, take that up with management, because it's not me. I'm the wrong person. You can't take that up with me. Do you understand? So that question still comes to play. Is that real? Is real loyalty supporting your friend emotionally? You also have to be logical, because when you make decisions emotionally, I don't want to give statistics because I haven't made research on them, but many, at a very large percentage, decisions that you make based on emotions are sometimes wrong. Sometimes wrong. I'm just saying I might be wrong, but you sometimes you have to be logical and you keep your emotions one place. I'm like, okay, let's see the head and the tail of all these things. Let's sit down and have a proper conversation. There must have been a miscommunication somewhere. You must have thought this was what this person said, or what this person, and most of the time it's always then say, then say. Then say, then say. Who said, she said, he said, me said, they said. It's always the situation. And when you do things like this, when you inherit your friend's enemy, you shrink your social world. You cut people that you're not even meant to cut at the end of the day. You inherit dramas that are not even yours to begin with. Problem will not be you have your own problem, but problem will not be your own. You inherit it. You damage your own reputation. You become known as someone who moves in packs. No be that girl. No be that girl. Make you and one of her friend they fight now. She go begin fight with you. You don't have a say of your own. You don't stand on business. You go with the flow. You don't even have your own. You don't even make decisions on your own. You don't have sole autonomy of your own decisions. Somebody else is making it for you. They are telling you what to say and what to do. I don't think that should be something that somebody should be known with. If I have a friend that, oh, this person does this person does that, and the person and my friend is wrong, it's only left for me to actually call out my friend on her own thing. Guy, people knowing you with this reputation doesn't speak well of you, and by extension it doesn't speak well of me. Because if person know you as person wey dey steal, I'm not stealing and I'm friends with you, then we say na two of them na im dey do the thieving together. Now I don't want to be known as that. No, I should be able to call you out on your bullshit. That this just be me giving an instance. If they know you as person wey dey gossip, cho, they go think say me sef I be that kind person. So I got to be calling you out. You get fall out with this person because you go dey gossip for this person back. You can't expect say me sef go get the same, go begin carry face with this same person. Meanwhile, I know dey there when all this nonsense dey happen. But because of say you na my friend, I will come dey inherit your enemy as per you get loose mouth. You no sabi talk. No, now first of all, you no sabi talk. Make we establish that fact, and na something wey you suppose dey work on. Something you're supposed to be working on. But I'm not going to not stop talking to this person because you said so, and because you spoke about this person to another person. No, now, no, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. That's even the stand that I will not. No. I know they inherit that kind of enemy. No, really concern me, especially now when it comes to business. Maybe this person. That's why I said there are different instances. If it was a physical abuse, a physical harm, I really don't care about the money. You really hurt my friend. You really did hurt my friend. But if it's gossip, ego, jealousy, no. Now you they try stand in my way of trying to make money, or what I'm trying to make money with this person. So because of say my friend know they talk to this person, me self, me qua, I no go talk. Now I know they happen. No. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Now you inherit this same enemy from your friend. This same friend of yours now reconciles with that same person. Like this, now they've used you to settle case. Because now you cannot, because why did you first stop talking to this person? You cannot go back and talk to this person again. Because you have already burned that bridge. Meanwhile, they both of them has reconciled, but you haven't reconciled with this other person. Something that you were not even supposed to be involved with in the get-go, but you involved yourself. Sometimes you go as far as even attacking this other person or calling this other person names. Now they've already reconciled. You will now start feeling betrayed that after you say we're not talking to this person, you see you now went back to reconcile with this same person. Now I'm looking like the fool. Of course you're a fool. Of course you're a fool. You're a big fool. Because if you had applied number 6 to this situation, you won't be there in the first place. Now you look like a fool, and you are a fool. So sometimes we need to, if this other person is going to carry face, because let it happen. You are not looking for friends. You're not begging for friendship, because we many a times we feel like as if we are begging for friendship. If this friend, she's not talking to this person, so you're not talking to this person, it's going to break your friendship. Let it break. But it shouldn't be because that your friend is trying to control you at the end of the day, and you don't need that in your life. So if you continue talking to this person, is going to spoil this other friendship with you for this, you better let it spoil. Because they will still use you and reconcile, and now you'll be looking like a big fool. So let's try something. Let's try something different. Loyalty isn't about inheriting enemies. It's about standing beside your friend without losing yourself. Guy, and me and you are still friends. Whatever issue you have with this person is really none of my business. So, and if you are a good friend, you will not want your friend to inherit your own enemy, because you are evil and you are bad. That's why if you have 100 fallout, you want this person to have the same 100 fallout with this other people, and that's bad. If I have a fallout with this person, it really not concern this or my other friend, especially if my other friend is talking to this other person. If you know it's between me and you, let's continue our beef. This person shouldn't have to buy either of our beefs. No, no. Except in a bad friend you be. If every disagreement becomes a shared war, that's not friendship. That's coalition. That's coalition. That's not friendship. Why is it that every time I have issues with somebody, this or that my other friend must inherit? Why? One time I had a fallout with one of my friends like that. So a friend of, now we are cool. In fact, there were two I had a fallout with. I'm still not cool with the other person. I'm very okay with not being cool with that person. So another of our friend that, like, we're all mutual friends, another of our friend now wanted to open like a group chat whereby this other person that I had a fallout with will be involved. And she came to tell me that, yo, I know that you're not talking to this person, no, and I respect if you do not want to be involved in this group because of this person, but I just want you to know that this group that I'm opening, this person too will be involved. And I had to tell her, I'm cool, oh, me and this other person were very cordial. I mean, I'm respecting myself and she's respecting herself, and that's cool, except if she steps out of her way, if she steps out of offline, then I'll check her immediately. But if we're both cordial and both cool, no hard feelings. And my friend was like, okay, that's cool, that's cool. That's somebody who is sensible and mature is supposed to do. And not, no, now why you they talk to this babe, you know, say me and this babe, no, they talk, you two, you they full and talk. No, don't do that. Don't do that. And I think why me and this other person had a fallout is because of that other girl that I'm not involved with. I think those ones, they are very close. But we all talk together, but those ones are very close. I think she bought the girls fight or something, if I'm not mistaken. That's how me and this other one had issue. It's not like we've had issue before, but along the line, I think we spoke and she apologized. I also apologized because I think I said some nasty words to her as well. But regardless, we wouldn't have been in that situation if she had not done what she did. If she had just stayed neutral, it's only this other person that had the fallout with her, but she involved herself. But now we are all cool. I mean, we grow every day. We grow every day. I'm just saying, it's not necessary for you to inherit your friend's enemy. Why are you inheriting friends enemy? That means you're not mature. You still get picking brain. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So if you had an interesting time, yeah, I had a very interesting time in this. This was a very interesting topic. Please don't inherit your friend's enemy. I don't see a reason why you should be inheriting friend's enemy. That's none of your business. You are just burning unnecessary bridges. How would you be able to network if you continue to inherit some kind of unnecessary enemies that you're not even meant to inherit in the first place? I'm just saying. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you had a nice time in this episode. If you loved this episode as much as I did, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that there's an interesting podcast that is very relatable here, and it's called Let's Talk About It, the podcast. So I'm going to be seeing you guys same time, same place next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead of you. Bye.